Hello, this is Sharon from SAS Statistical Programming. This tutorial, we're going to continue on the REG procedure for variable selection on backward elimination approach. Backward elimination approach starts with the model containing all variables specified in the model statement. And then the variable deemed the least important is removed when that variable fails to satisfy the criterion for staying in the model. Each subsequent predictor is evaluated for removal, and predictors are removed one at a time until all remaining variables are considered important based upon their p-values. At this point, the variable selection process ends. Note that for backward elimination, once a variable is dropped, it cannot be added. So how is a variable deleted? A variable is deleted if its presence in the model results in the smallest reduction in the arrow sums of squares. In other words, if its presence does not significantly improve the fit of the model, this is equivalent to running a linear regression analysis with all predictors, reviewing the t-test statistics equal to the partial f-test of those predictors, and dropping the predictor having the largest p-value only if that p-value exceeds the criterion to stay. Now let's look at the program. Again, we're using the same data set as we used in previous tutorials. We're going to run this part of the program to have the data set ready. This is AS_1. This is the data set we're going to use for the analysis. Okay, then let's look at the Proc REG program. The goal is to eliminate those variables considered unimportant. Let's look at first plots only option. This option requests a plot of the adjusted R-square values at each step of the selection process. The model statement defines the linear model and has three options. The first, selection equals backward. This requires that the backward elimination method to be used, where the t-test is used for determining the removal of a predictor from the model. And second, the SL stay specifies the significance level for the test. In other words, it defines the minimum p-value which is necessary for any predictor to stay in the model. In our case, it's 0.01. And finally, the detail option requests a summary of each step in elimination process. Also, that model statement is prefaced with label backward. This requests that analysis output have the label backward as opposed to using the default, and can be used to distinguish the output from the previous tutorial, all models. Okay, let's run this Proc REG program, and then we can take a look at the outputs. This is the output. First, we can see the label for the model is backward. It's provided to distinguish the model from any other model, okay? And then let's look at the step 0. Step 0 displays all variables. This is all variables entered. So R-square for this full model is 0.6984, and the CP is equals 8. Step 0 also include a list of parameter estimates here for the full model. Let's move to step 1. Step 1 contains the statistic for removal for all 7 predictors in the model. Also note that within all these 7 predictors, p_edu_college, this variable, is the least related to risk score as indicated by the largest p-value, which is 0.9217. Therefore, this p_edu_college is removed from the model, you can see here. And also, as a result, the model with 6 predictors with variable PEDU on the college removed has R square equals 0.6984, and also CP is 6.0097. Okay, let's move to step 2. Again, the step 2 contains the statistic for removal for the remaining 6 predictors in the model. We can see this variable LW parents is the least related to risk score as indicated by the largest p-value, which is 0.8151. As a result, the model with 5 predictors with variable LW parents removed and R square equals 0.6983 and CP equals 4.0642. Okay, so the process continue until no variables are removed. In other words, the removal stops when all remaining predictors have p-value less than 0.01. as defined in the SL stay equals 0.01 option. We can see that in this step 5, okay? And in step 5, we notice all remaining 3 variables meet the 0.01 criterion to stay in the model. Therefore, the backward elimination process stops, okay? Let's look at this table, okay? And also because the detail option is included with the selection equal option, so this summary of the step is provided as a summary of backward elimination. We can see that 4 variables removed. Those are the variables being removed from the initial set of 7 possible predictors and retaining the other 3 variables, okay? And then finally, let's look at the plot of adjusted R square backward elimination steps, illustrating that the fit improves through the second step after LW parents was removed and then diminished for the remaining process. While the drop seems large, notice that the range of the y-axis is small, so that a relatively small difference in adjusted R square seems large. But in fact, the difference between the largest and the smallest adjusted R square is about 0.013. Therefore, opting to delete 4 variables provides a much simpler model at very little expense to fit. Okay, let's go back to the window. All right, this is it for this tutorial.